Aries, welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your angel message for the week of October 25th through 31st of 2021. So let's see what your angels have for you today. So this, as always, is a group message because, more than one of you is going to tune in, right? And so your angels all get together and they communicate the best message for you for this week. All right, so we've got some of the cards out. Now we'll see what the rest want to say. So it is the end of October already, which it frankly just amazes me. And so I really hope that in spite of world events right now, that you are able to treasure your life. So it's like rising above what the other, energy and all that stuff is, or appears to be, and just living life, your best life, the way you want to live it. It is possible. I'm doing it myself, right? In spite of, some restriction of movement and things like that. Definitely you can determine your own path through all this. Okay. All right. Yeah, okay. So make sure you're loving yourself, right? So, okay. I'm seeing and I'm hearing that some of you are upset with yourself because of your own reactions to things. So I think that's exactly what, that initial message was that came through. How do you want to be? Like when you look at yourself externally, from as though from the outside in, who do you want to be? Like, do you want to be a beautiful, kind, understanding, compassionate person? Or do you want to be more firm in your beliefs? Or do you want to be more in control of how things are going around you and the people around you? Do you want to make everybody believe the same things you do? What is it? What do you want? What's your best self? Right? And there's no judgment here. You can want to do whatever. It's nothing to do with me. Also nothing to do with the people around you, nothing to do with anybody else. It's only to do with yourself. What do you want is the question. And so are you acting in a way that lines up with your best self? That's the question. And if you're not, well, start doing that. Love yourself. Yeah. Changing your behavior to be the best self you can be is what we're all, that's what the inner work is. Right? There's better ways to describe that, but that's how it came through this time. Okay, love yourself. Love yourself. You deserve it. Yeah, especially when you step up for yourself. Mm-hmm. So, oh my gosh. Okay, so we've got two here that are saying the same thing. Make a wish and wish upon a star. Make a wish and expect the very best. Haha. So, all right, how do you make wishes? So, if you get kind of quiet and you feel inside yourself and you go, okay, what is my, how do I want to be? How do I want to live my life? What do I want it to look like? How do I want it to feel and smell and taste? And, all that stuff. And so you create it, you make it up out of thin air if necessary. Maybe right now there is zero resemblance from your current life to what you want it to be. So make your wishes, write it down exactly how you want your life to be. And it's fun and it's beautiful and it's awesome food and it's beautiful smells that just make you go, love that. Make a wish for that. Now, this can be as big as your entire life, all the people in it, the spaces, the places, the money, the food, everything. Or it can be one little thing that's coming up this week. Make a wish in regards to that one little thing and visualize how beautiful it will be, how amazing it'll be, and really feel it, right? That's how you do that. It's called the law of attraction, and it works. It can't not work. It has to work, just like gravity. Same thing. Okay, it's definitely time. Okay, let's go to this one first. Excuse me. They're showing me the other cards in the reading, and they're already choking me up in preparation, because this is something that is going to be that is traditionally a challenge for you. Okay. Time for some self-reflection. Please excuse me, this is coming through the reading. And so this is the same like what we were talking about earlier with loving yourself. If you feel like you're not lovable, what do you have to look at? What parts of you are what you feel are not lovable? And are those parts things that you want to keep? Now, a lot of times this love yourself message is very different from this. A lot of times it's along the lines of course you're worthy, and certainly you deserve love. That is true. However, this time they're asking you to look at the parts of you that you are not loving, and you're the one capable of changing them. So it'll take some self-reflection to understand which parts those are, and what you want to do about it. There's the ego, which is sitting there saying, okay, but if I change that, like there's a lot of people heard me say that other thing, multiple times in the past. And if I change that now, then they're going to think that I'm a hypocrite, or that I am unbelievable, or whatever. Okay, they can think what they want. It doesn't matter. And when you grow and change and evolve, you can say things like, well, I used to say this, whatever, but more and more I'm coming to realize that that's not really what resonates with me. More and more it's this new thing. And you can do that. But make sure it's for you, right? Make sure it's not just because somebody else said that. People do say things that make us stop and think, and that do, change our perspective on things. So for sure it could be that, but don't let it be pressure from the person which causes the change. Let it be your own, change that causes it. Okay. And so try something new. Try something new. Go on an adventure. Okay, so I'm just feeling like, oh my gosh, I haven't been on an adventure forever, is what somebody is saying. It's time. You don't have to go very far. Go, within a couple of hours of you is somewhere that you have not been before, or haven't been for a long, long time. And definitely you can go there now and feel completely rejuvenated. It's amazing. It's amazing. Just get out of the house for a bit, get out of town, go do something new. Or, you don't even have to get out of town. Maybe you've never been to the local bowling alley. Go there, have a game, whatever it is. Try something new. It could be food. It could be talking to the stranger in the park. It could be anything. Try something new. Do it deliberately. Choose it. Choose it. And then see how you feel after. It's amazing. It's amazing how that changes up your whole energy, your whole thought process, your whole everything, right? All that gets changed up when you try something new. It opens your horizons, gives you new perspectives. It feels like where you've been, you've kind of gotten a little stagnant, a little bit stuck in, not only in places like, for some of you, this is like you've been very sedentary and you need to get up and get moving some more. For some of you, you've just been staying home a lot and you need to get out and get new experiences. You're getting just stifled and shrunk, you know. And for some of you, it's that you just need to, you need to go experience something new. So do it deliberately, is what they're saying. Okay. And so here's the one that was making me cough. Okay, and here we go again. Talk about your feelings. Talk about your feelings. You're not used to doing that, a lot of you. And when you've tried in the past, it didn't maybe go over so well, and maybe nobody heard you still. Get your throat chakra cleared. And, if there's somebody who does energy healing work, definitely get your chakras all open and balanced, because that will help you, that will assist you to actually speak what you need to say. Talk about your feelings, talk about what's going on. And, you don't have to shout it to the rooftops, or from the rooftops, is the saying. You don't have to get on a soapbox. You just need to speak to somebody, make it somebody safe to start with, but definitely you need to be speaking what you are feeling. This is part of you. This is who you are. So definitely work on that. Feels like it's a challenge for some of you. Some of you, I'm hearing that yes, you've been doing that and it doesn't always work out. It's not always a receptive audience, right? But that less and less that matters. The more you learn how to speak your feelings, the less you care what anybody else thinks about it. So when you're just starting to do that, what other people think feels really like the most important part. The more you do it, the less you care what they think, because your truth is your truth, no matter who hears you. And the more you speak your truth, the more authentic you are. And that way the people around you are more on board, kind of like they're more resonant with you. And that's how you find, the common saying for that is finding your tribe. However it resonates with you, that's what attracts the people to you who are like-minded. Okay. All right. So here we have the daily guidance cards, and we'll check one last bit of wisdom from your angels. There's nothing to worry about. Feels like you've been just kind of, like this for a while. Oh, you need to open up. You've been stifled. You've been shrunken. It's like you're losing yourself. But there is nothing to worry about. Everything is going exactly how it is, and it feels like the greater good for the planet. Right? We're going through a period of transition where the consciousness of the whole of Earth is changing. It's a new age. And it truly is. It's a new age. And so we're shifting away from, the more logical, brain-oriented things to more of a balance between that and the intuitive side of us, which is a good thing. Yes, we're embracing all things, not just the logical. Okay. I want you to know, Aries, how much I appreciate you being here. And I want you to know how much I love you. And I will see you next week.